Alright, hey everybody, what's going on? This is Levi here from the TheWocclan, and today I thought I would try something a little bit different. I've been watching some videos on YouTube about real life stories that have happened, and they've been pretty intriguing for me. I don't know if you guys like them, but I figured I would give it a go. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So this story takes place in my English class / around my house, and it was a couple weeks ago up until a couple days ago. So it's a pretty short story in terms of scale, but there's some details to it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started though. So in our English class, what we do a lot of the time is we read books and then we write reports on them or do little projects on them. And what we just finished doing at this point was we had just finished reading Lord of the Flies. And my teacher's name is Mr. Green, and he decided that he was going to have a little project thing called Green Survivor Island, where everybody in our class would come up with little teams, groups of 3 or 4 or 5, and then there's 8 teams, I think, and there would be 3 challenges, and after each challenge a couple teams would get voted off the island, kind of like Survivor, the TV show, if you've seen that. And whoever was the last surviving team would win and actually not have to do a couple assignments that were coming up. So it was worth the investment, obviously, if you did win. So my group, obviously, as soon as he finished saying this, we all just looked at each other in the eye. Yeah, we already know who was going to be in our group. So we decided that we had 2 options in this project. So we were all guys, and most of the challenges were art related and music related and stuff. And we were all guys, so we decided that we could either just completely baloney crap the project, just get out in the first round, not care at all, and just do whatever and not have to work on the other challenges coming up and just lose the first one, or we could actually try and win this. And we knew that if we did try and win this, we'd have to be creative, because a lot of the other teams, which were all girls, mostly girls, would be able to win easily in some of the challenges. So in the first challenge, it was actually we had to create a song about the book, and so our group decided that we were going to kind of go half in, half out on this one, and only 2 or 3 teams were going to be eliminated. So we knew basically that if we didn't do a terrible job, we'd still be okay. So we were kind of on the fence there, and what we decided is we should just work on it a little bit, not too hard, and try it out. So our song, it wasn't anything super special. It was pretty cool though. We just worked on it on Google Documents, if you know what that is, for a little bit. Came out, performed it in class. It was a little rap. It was pretty cool. Nobody really especially liked it, but it was good enough to get us through the first round. Now the second round was the dance round, and so what our teacher said is we had to come up with an interpretive dance of the book. And so obviously this was going to be the hardest one for us, because there's all of us are guys, none of us can dance. There's, like I said, all girl groups with people who actually dance as a hobby or whatever. I don't really know that well, but just that sort of stuff. And so we decided that if we were going to win this, we were going to have to do something special. And in the end, we decided that we're going to have to make people laugh. Now, if you're going to try and make people laugh and dance in front of a crowd of 20, 30 people, that's a pretty tough job. So we worked on this for a while, and it was really crazy. There's some interesting things going on. We had 6 different songs picked out that we danced to interpretively, and did some really crazy dance moves, made complete fools out of ourselves. And at the whole time, the crowd was just laughing so hard. I say the crowd, it was just my classmates, but most of the guys in my group are, just average, or maybe even a little bit shyer than average. So it was pretty interesting. But if you're wondering the songs we danced to, there was a couple rock songs. There was In the Jungle song, if you know that one. It's in the jungle. Yeah, okay. And what else? There's the Harlem Shake, I believe, in Gangnam Style. Anyway, we basically just danced to that, did some crazy dance moves, and yeah, it was pretty funny, and the entire class was rolling laughing. And after that, we knew that this was either make it or break it time. So because the other groups also had worked really hard, there was more effort in this round than there was in the last round. So the way the voting worked for this was all the people who were already voted off the island and my teacher went outside to go sorry, I'm laughing already, to go count the votes, and each person had to vote for somebody they wanted to vote off the island. Now at this point there's 4 groups left, us and 2 or 3 other groups, and they voted for one one group basically got 7 of the votes, another group got 7 of the votes, our group got 2 of the votes, and the last group got 0 votes. And the last group was just one of those, like I said, all girl groups who actually know how to dance and knew what they were doing and were doing pretty good, and it looked pretty professional. But anyway, the 2 votes that were against us is that just this one random girl, it doesn't really matter, and our teacher. And it's so funny because our teacher, overall he's a pretty nice guy, but he does not like us at all. Well, not us, but especially me. He's not a big fan of me. He just, I don't really know. He was really upset that ours wasn't extremely symbolic, but because each person had 1 vote, we kind of played that, and nobody in the group wanted to vote for us. So luckily we were able to survive that round, and that was pretty cool. Now the last round was easier for us. This wasn't as hard. It was basically I had to make a trap for like catching a pig on the island, like a snare or something like that. And the reason they did this is because in Lord of the Flies, if you haven't read it, they use meat from pigs, which is really important to their survival, and so he figured, I guess, this would be an appropriate challenge. So anyway, we decided that, we're an all-guy group, and most of us are pretty, I don't know, math and science and technologically inclined, so we decided, you know what, we made it through these last 2 rounds, we're just gonna win this. We went all out. So we went over to my friend's house who was in our group one of those nights, and we constructed a pretty boss trap thing. It was pretty cool. I'll try and describe it to you. It basically had a teepee of sticks, if you can imagine that, and then one of the sticks went higher than the rest of the sticks in the teepee, and it was connected to a wood, a little, like, I don't even know what to call it, just a wood beam that had a whole bunch of spokes in it, and then that beam was being held up by the stick in the teepee, and then the other end of that beam was just bolted into the base, into the ground. So long story short, when the teepee would break, it would just collapse and crush everything that was inside of the teepee area. So that's pretty cool. We made a little cardboard pig to demonstrate it, and we sharpened a bunch of like wood spokes on the end of the stick so that when the teepee was knocked down, it would just crush everything inside. And it was pretty cool. And the other groups had some ideas. They were kind of more creative than ours, but ours was just completely boss. And fortunately, our group was actually able to pull off the win in this situation. I thought that was really cool because our group overall, we knew that we either could have failed or we could have epically won. And in this case, we did happen to pull out the victory, which it's really encouraging, knowing that if we wanted to, we could win. And everybody just kind of liked our project, and it was nice. And so now I don't have to do those assignments, which is pretty cool, and everything just worked out. But it was fun, and yeah. Anyway, guys, please let me know what you think of this life story. I don't know if you enjoy it or not, but please let me know. Maybe I'll do more if you like it. If you don't, I won't. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you later. Peace out, everyone, and have a great day.